Hello Sumit, you're welcome. So I'm going to be showing you how to take a proper measurement for your trousers. This video is going to be very clear, simple and explicit, and if you're a beginner, this you can follow through and you'll be able to know how to take a proper body measurement to cut or draft a trouser. So let's get right into the video. So I'll be standing up right now, okay? And then you're going to be needing just two things to take your measurement. You're going to need your tape measure, okay? And then you'd need a rope. You need a rope. I'll show you why you will need this. And then you will also make sure that whoever you're measuring, or maybe you're measuring yourself, you need to wear a proper fitted jean trouser or a fitted trouser, just like what I'm wearing. It should not be baggy. It should be a fitted trouser so that you can get the exact measurement of your client. So the first thing you're going to do is to ask your customer where they want their trouser to stay. Some people prefer the trousers to be below their navel. Some prefer it to be on the navel, and some prefer it to be above the navel. That's the high waist trousers. Personally, I prefer high waist trousers. I just love it. So you need to ask that, so that, because if you do not ask your customer that question and you go ahead and take the measurement, it might actually affect the length of your trouser at the end of the day. For me, for instance, if I'm your customer and then you take a low waist trouser measurement for me, by the time you're done with the trouser and I come for my fittings, I will want to try to start dragging this trouser up to my waistline. So it's very important that you ask your customer where you want them to place their trouser. And once they've told you where they want their trouser to be placed, you get a rope like this. This is a bias, okay? I just have this bias handy. So anytime I want to take measurements, I have this. So I tie it around the waist area where the customer wants a trouser or his trouser to start from. Just tie it around lightly like this. Okay, you can see it's sitting pretty. Do not forget, make sure that your customer is wearing a fitting trouser, preferably jeans or a tight. Okay, preferably jeans or a tight, something that fits on them, because jeans just has a way of giving you the accurate body measurement. That's why I prefer jeans. Okay, so once you've done that, this is where I want my trouser to sit. So I will start to take my measurement. So the first measurement to start with is your full trouser measurement. So this is your tape measure. You're going to start from the tip. Then you take the measurement from here. You can see. Take the measurement from here and then you take it down. Then you take it down. Then you take it down. Take it down. To the desired length. Okay, but most of the time I always prefer to take it to the full length. Even if you want to take the trouser length, even if the trouser length is going to be an ankle length, take it down to the full length. I will tell you the reason why I always do so. So once you've taken your trouser, make sure that you're starting at the point where your customer wants his or trouser to start from. Then you take the measurement as such. You also do the same for the knee measurement. Okay, the knee length measurement, you take the measurement like this and then you stop just on the knee line. I hope you can see me clearly. Okay, you stop just on the knee line like so. All right, now the next thing you do is to take your round waist measurement. You're going to take this right on the point where you've tied the rope, just like this. You can see that my tape measure is fully round my waist. So you take it round your waist like this, not too tight, not too loose. Okay, you can actually confirm from your clients if they're okay with the measurement. Then you take that. All right. So the next thing I'll be doing is to take the hip measurement. Now you get another rope, and then you tie it around the hip line. That is the biggest part of your bum. Tie it around like this. This is the biggest part of my bum. Tie it around like that, and then you take the measurement like so. Make sure that your customer is standing straight. your customer is not bending like this. Customer is standing straight, not slouching. All right. So you take the measurement all around like that. That's the hip circumference. Then you take the distance from the hip, from the waistline to the hip line. That will give you your hip length. So you take it like this from here. You take it down to the hip length. I hope you get that. Okay, if you have any question, just drop it in the comment section, right? I'll be um, readily available to answer your question. So you take your measurement from here to this place. That will give you the hip length or the hip curve, as the case may be. Now, the next thing you do, I think you've taken your hip circumference and you take your hip length. Then the next thing you do is to take your thigh measurement. Now, this is how to take your thigh measurement. You tell your customer to, okay, tell customer to just spread their legs this way, and then you take the tape measure round their thigh, the fullest part of the thigh, like this. But this is a trick I always do. Instead of taking my measurement, my tape measure like this, can you see? Instead of taking my tape measurement like this, I prefer to go this way. I just slant it. Let me remove this. So I just slant it like so. Can you see? I slant it like this to take it up. You can see how it's coming. I'm not taking it this way. I'm slanting it up like this. If I take it this way, I have 22. If I slant it up like this, I have 23. So this will give me my perfect thigh measurement. So this 23 inches. I hope you get that. Can you see it? You can see how it is. Now the next, that's the thigh circumference. The thigh circumference or the thigh measurement. Then the next thing you do is to take your knee circumference. You know, we've taken our knee length from the waistline to the knee. So we're going to take the knee circumference. So you tell your client, okay, to just bend their leg like this. You take it round like this. Don't take it this way. Don't take it this way. If you take it this way, your customer will find it very hard to bend their legs. When they sit down, it will be too tight for them. So you have to ask them to bend their knee a bit so that you can give an allowance for bending or for any movement. So once you do that, you take the measurement at that point, and that is your knee circumference. Okay. Now, the next measurement to be taken is the ankle measurement. That's the ankle measurement. Now, let me show you how to take the ankle measurement. I hope you can see me clearly. You take the ankle measurement like this, as if you want to wear a shoe. You put it like this, and then you take it round. I hope you can see me. Not like this. Take it like this. Can you see? Whew. Can you see it? Good. That is how to take your ankle measurement. Now, having done with the horizontal measurement, we're going to be taking some vertical measurement. Now, we'll be taking the crouch. Now, there are three methods of taking the crouch measurement. Okay, the first method is to get a stool like this. Get a stool like this, a flat stool or a flat table. Sit on the table. You don't have to slouch. Don't slouch, just sit upright, okay? And then you take your tape measure from that rope that you tied on your waistline. I tied on your, and then you take it down to the surface of the stool. Can you see what I've done? Yes. So this is your crotch length. Another method is this. Another method is to take the measurement like this. Take it from where the rope is tied, and then you take it across all to the back like this. I hope you can see it. Okay, It shouldn't be too tight, neither should it be too loose, just snuggling around. But the only disadvantage about this method is that your customer might find it very uncomfortable. So you can just give them the tape measure, just show them what to do, give them the tape measure and let them take it round their underboard. All right. Then the third method is to take the inseam. So this is how to take your inseam measurement. Okay. You put this, the tip of your tape measure, you put it here. Yeah, you put it here. Then you take it. You might actually, if you're taking this measurement yourself, you might actually need somebody to help you with it. Okay, but I will just show you how to take it. You put it here, just where the joining of your jean. That is why you need to wear a proper jean that fits you properly, so that you can actually locate the joining. So you put it on the point where your jean, where the joining is, and then you take the measurement down to the floor length. Now remember that in the beginning I told you that when you're taking the full length by the side, you take it down to the floor length, right? So you can always get the actual length of your trouser measurement like this. You take it like this. If you're going to use your inseam, take it this way, and then you stop at the point where you want your trouser. You stop at that point. Okay, if I want it to be at the ankle, I'm at the ankle here, then I stop there. I have 31. So I will just do the subtraction from the outer seam. Okay, you do that. But if you know that you're going to be very, very careful, you can actually still take your your actual trouser measurement from here down to wherever you want it to stop. But this is just the way I take my trouser measurement. I take this and I take the inseam, and then after I'm done with drafting my trousers, and after I've done joining my trouser, I just cut out the excess, and then I have my actual length. Do you understand? So I have a trouser class coming up. It will be launched on the 13th of October. You know, trouser making is one of the process that seems to be very difficult to a lot of fashion designers. And in this class, I made it very simple. I showed you how to get your accurate crouch measurement. And if you're always having a problem of your trousers, the side seam of your trousers shifted to the front, or the inseam of your trousers shifted to the front, this class is for you. I will show you why that happens and what you need to do to avoid such happening on your trouser pattern. And another amazing thing is I'm going to show you how to iron. So many people know how to sew trousers, but you don't know how to iron. And ironing is one of the finishing parts of trouser making. It makes your trouser comes out very neat, clean and crisp. I'm going to be showing you the right way to iron your trousers, as well as the materials, different kind of materials that you need to sew your trousers. And I'll show you different techniques, the different techniques that you can do to just make the trouser appear so neat and so neat and very, very attractive. And the last thing is that I'm going to be showing you different types of trousers, different styles. You know, this class is pre-recorded, so you have it to yourself once you purchase it, and you can learn at your own pace. But the price of that class is 15,000 naira. But if you get it now before the launch date, which is October 13th, you can get it at 10,000 naira. So to get the pre-launch price, just send a DM to the number you can see displayed on the screen, or the number in the pinned comment. Send a DM to secure your slot for the launch, for the pre-launch price. But if you'll be watching this video right after 13th of October 2025, just download this video at 15,000 naira in the website, in the link that will be pinned in the comment section. So I hope you've been able to learn how to measure to take a proper trouser measurement. Believe me, if you follow this method I've shown you now, you won't have any problem with your trouser measurement. Okay, remember, make sure that your customer is standing straight, standing flat, is not wearing any heels or anything. And again, if your customers want their trouser to be very, very long, you can ask them to wear the heels. They'll be pairing with your trouser, or they can tell you the inches of the heels, okay, so that you can know how long you want your they want their trouser to be. And also do not forget that whenever you're taking the measurement, let your customer wear something fitted. If a jean is preferable, a fitted jeans that fits them perfectly, not a jean that is too tight, something that fits them very, very well. Okay, so I'll see you again in the next one. Bye.